Hi everyone, it's Melissa of Communicate with Angels. I'm here to help you communicate directly with your angels or guides and find and live your unique life purpose. So first of all, I wanted to share before we dive in today, and by the way, the topic today is one reason why you feel like you're not getting anything when you try to talk to your angels. Okay, so if this is you, if you've ever had that experience, stay tuned and I will be sharing more with you guys, okay? But before I do that, I wanted to let you know that I have something really special coming next week. So I will be announcing what that is on Sunday. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the Communicate with Your Angels Facebook page so you can be up to date with what's happening, okay? So you get to the end of the day on Sunday, you're like, what was that announcement that Melissa was going to make? Just check back on my YouTube channel or the Communicate with Your Angels Facebook page and you'll know what's going on, okay? And I'll post those links below after I finished recording this, okay? And by the way, also, if you're new here, I have a free resource for you. It's called the 3 Steps to Communicate with Your Angels. So this is the steps that you need to take to establish that connection with your guides, okay? So go ahead and go to communicatewithangels.com/3 steps, and that's the number 3, okay? So communicatewithangels.com/3 steps. If you're here live, say hi, let me know who you are. I see Janelle here. Hi, sweetie. So today we're going to talk about one reason why you're not getting anything when you try to talk to your angels. So one reason, there could be a few things going on here, but one reason may be that it's really important to develop your own intuition and your own sensitivity. So I'm going to backtrack for a minute. You are energy. And by the way, you can feel your energy. Try this. Rub your hands together and take your hands a couple of inches apart and just notice what you can feel between your hands. So sometimes it feels like a magnet, a heat, a cool. There's no right or wrong answer. Feel free to type in the comments what that feels like. And you can keep expanding this out quite far. My hands have gone off screen, but to feel that energy that is you. And the cool thing now is that science backs us up on this, right? They share that that everything is energy. So your guides or angels, whatever you decide you want to call them, you have a personal team and they are energetic beings, just as you are. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. Your guides are spiritual beings, but they're not having a physical experience. They are staying in the world of spirit, okay? Which is really your true home. It's where you came from, it's where you will return to. So while you're visiting here on planet Earth, you are still connected with that world of spirit. You are energy, you always will be, you are eternal. So when you try to connect with your guides, you've got to realize that if you're trying to communicate with them in the physical planet Earth ways, it's really not going to get through because they're not of this world. So they communicate to you with the language of energy. And as you continue on your spiritual journey, you just become more and more tuned in to this language of energy, the language of spirit. And you need to be patient with yourself along that journey. But so if you think about this, you're getting messages with the language of energy from your guides, and you interpret that through your 4 avenues of spiritual communication. And those 4 avenues are intuition, which is clairaudience, vision, which is clairvoyance, prophecy, which is inner knowings, and feeling, which is feelings. And each person has an order that those 4 are kind of ordered for you. Okay, different people have different gift orders, so to speak, but everyone does have all 4 gifts. So as you're receiving the energy that your guides are wanting to communicate to you, it's going to come in as that inner communication, inner knowing, inner feeling, inner vision, or inner thought, or inner words. Okay. So coming back to this question of why am I not getting anything? The truth is you always are getting something. Okay, so a lot of times it's like trying to put a barrier in your own way, maybe through fear or just lack of experience, etc. But what will help this is for you to become more and more tuned in and more developed in your spiritual communication. This is stuff that we're all doing anyway, right? You get a hunch, you get an idea, something pops in your mind. I had an interesting experience last night when I was just drifting off to sleep. I saw this picture in my mind, and it was a picture of a room in a friend's house. And it was like my angels were giving me a message to say, hey, if something happened, you know that you could go stay with this friend. They have that spare room for you. And it's like, it's not that I'm really going to do that. It just, my angels were kind of like wanting to share something with me to reassure me and to make me aware of something that I hadn't thought of. And how that came through for me was a picture. And so I was drifting off to sleep. I think I was asleep. And then I kind of got jolted back awake with this picture of a room. And I knew exactly what that room was and where, and whose house it was. And I got this like sensation of chills going all through my body. And because I'm kind of sensitive and tuned in, I was able to interpret that message very clearly. But it just kind of came in out of nowhere. So for a person who would get something like that and go, oh, what does that mean? I'm making it up. Blah, blah, blah. So this is that level of trust that you start to develop in your own sensitivity. I hope that makes sense. So the frustration comes in when we try to think our way through it. Yeah? And that is not the language of energy, and it's not the language of spirit. Overthinking, stressing. And I've had people, and I can understand it because they want confirmation, they want proof. But I've had people say, well, why can't I see my angels? Well, you can. You can see them. But most of the time we just don't, because when you say I want to see them, you're wanting them to come down into the physical world, and that's not what they really do. They just have that bigger picture. Okay? All right, so I hope that helps. And if you're interested in, stepping into this journey and developing your intuition more, just so you can be more tuned into the messages and the help that's available to you from your angels, it's right there for you. So now we're just connecting you guys together, okay, with some tools. Okay, so remember I have that free resource for you, communicatewithyourangels.com/3 steps, which is about the 3 steps to communicate with your angels. And if you guys are live or watching the replay, let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them before I hop off. But otherwise, remember, stay tuned for that announcement on Sunday, and it's going to be a pretty exciting week next week. So can't wait to connect with you all. Mwah, much love, and I'll be back here on Sunday. All right, bye guys.